سیدہ منیرہ سادات حسینی، ان کو دریا بھی کہتے ہیں، اور یہ آپ کو کچھ پوئم سنائیں گی، مولانا رومی کی سٹوری سنائیں گی، اور اپنے جو ٹریول ہے اس کے بارے میں بتائیں گی۔ تو ہم رومی صاحب کے پاس چلتے ہیں کہ وہ اصفہان کے بارے میں کیا کہتے ہیں۔ اصفہان کے بارے میں ان کی ایک غزل ہے جس کا ہم نے نام رکھا ہے میلوڈیز آف اصفہان، اور وہ میں پڑھ لیتا ہوں آپ کے سامنے، اور وہ ہے شاہ صاحب اجازت، آپ کی اجازت ضروری ہے۔ مہدی شاہ صاحب ہمارے پاس بیٹھے ہیں بہت عرصے کے بعد، اور بڑی خوشی ہو رہی ہے ہمیں۔ مولانا فرماتے ہیں تامن بے دیدم رویتو اے ماں و شم روشنم، ہر جا نشینم خورمم، ہر جا روم در گل شنم، ہر جا خیال شہ بود، باغ و تماشا گہ بود، در ہر مقامی کے روم، بر عشرتی بر می تنم، درہا اگر بستے شود زئیں ہان کا شش دری، آن ماں رو ازلا مکان، آما رو ازلا مکان، سر در کند در روزنم، گوید سلامو علیک ہے، آوردمت صد نقل و مے، من شاہم و من شاہن شہم، پردہ سپاہن می زنم، من آفتاب انورم، خوش پردے ہے رات بردرم، من نو بہارم آمدم، تا ہارہا برکنم، ہر کس کے خواہر روز شب، عیش و تماشا و طرب، من کندہا را لذتم، بادام ہا را روغنم، گویم سخن را باز گو، مردی کرم را آغاز گو، ہی بی ملولی شر کن، من سخت کند و کودنم، گوید کہ آن گوش گراں بہتر تے ہوش دیگراں، صد فضل دارد این براں، کہ آن جا ہوا این جا منم، رو رو کہ صاحب دولتی، جان حیات و عشرتی، رضوان و حور و جنتی، زیرا گرفتی دامنم، ہم کو و ہم ان کا تھوئی، ہم عروۃ الوثقیٰ توئی، ہم آب و ہم سقا توئی، ہم باغ و سرو و سوسنم، افلاک پیشت سر نہد، املاک پیشت پر نہد، دل گویدت مومم تھورا، با دیگراں چو آہنم۔ ایک اور ایرانی گائک نے اس کو دو اس کی شعر گائے ہیں، میں وہ آپ کو سنانا چاہوں گا۔ Now I will invite Darya to kindly introduce herself.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम दारिया है, ईरान से, इस्फहान से. आपसे मिलकर बहुत अच्छा लगा. به نام خداوند جان و خرد کز این برتر اندیشه بر نگذرد. خداوند نام و خداوند جای، خداوند روزیده رهنمای. Okay, first of all, I'm going to read the poetry of Hafiz for you. And before reading this poetry, I want to say that this poetry is my favorite poetry of Hafiz. This poem is full of positive energy. I want you to, before listening this poetry, just ask whatever you want from your God in your heart. یوسف گم گشته باز آید به کنعان غم مخور. یوسف گم گشته باز آید به کنعان غم مخور. کلبه احزان شود روزی گلستان غم مخور. ای دل غم دیده حالت به شود دل بد مکن. وین سر شوریده باز آید به سامان غم مخور. گر بهار عمر باشد باز بر تخت چمن، گر بهار عمر باشد باز بر تخت چمن، چتر گل در سر کشی ای مرغ خوشخوان غم مخور. دور گردون گر دو روزی بر مراد ما نرفت، دور گردون گر دو روزی بر مراد ما نرفت، دائما یکسان نباشد حال دوران غم مخور. هان مشو نومید چون واقف نهی از سر غیب، هان مشو نومید چون واقف نهی از سر غیب، باشد اندر پرده بازی های پنهان غم مخور. ای دل ار سیل فنا بنیاد هستی برکند، ای دل ار سیل فنا بنیاد هستی برکند، چون تو را نوح است کشتیبان ز طوفان غم مخور. در بیابان گر به شوق کعبه خواهی زد قدم، در بیابان گر به شوق کعبه خواهی زد قدم، سرزنش ها گر کند خار مغیلان غم مخور. گرچه منزل بس خطرناک است و مقصد بس بعید، گرچه منزل بس خطرناک است و مقصد بس بعید، هیچ راهی نیست کان را نیست پایان غم مخور. حال ما در فرقت جانان و ارعاب رفیق، حال ما در فرقت جانان و ارعاب رفیق، جمله می داند خدای حال گردان غم مخور. حافظا در کنج فقر و خلوت شبهای تار، حافظا در کنج فقر و خلوت شبهای تار، تا بود وردت دعا و درس قرآن غم مخور. حافظا در کنج فقر و خلوت شبهای تار، تا بود وردت دعا و درس قرآن غم مخور. I have also a poetry for you. This is my poetry, and it can be like the same topic with Hafiz poetry. اگر این زندگی سخت است تو مرد روز سختی باش، اگر این زندگی سخت است تو مرد روز سختی باش، اگر گل می شود پرپر به جای گل درختی باش. هوای قلبت ار ابریست برای ابرها شو باد، خدایی کافریده درد به تو درمان آن هم داد. خدایی کافریده درد به تو درمان آن هم داد. جهان چون می جهد غم نیست نماند پایدار اندوه، اگر طوفان و سیل آمد تو کشتی ساز و خود شو نوح. دل ما در زمین دارد حرارت با فشاری خاص، برای این بود کانجا شود کربن نکو الماس. دل ما در زمین دارد حرارت با فشاری خاص، برای این بود کانجا شود کربن نکو الماس. Actually, the meaning of this poetry can be interesting for you, so I want to translate it in English for you. اگر این زندگی سخت است تو مرد روز سختی باش. It means if the life is difficult for you, You should be the fighter of difficult days of life. اگر گل می شود پرپر به جای گل درختی باش. If the life of flower is short, you should be a tree in this world. هوای قلبت ار ابریست برای ابرها شو باد. If the weather of your heart is cloudy, you should be wind for the clouds. خدایی کافرید درد به تو درمان آن هم داد. The God who created pain gave you the cure and treatment also. جهان چون می جهد غم نیست نماند پایدار اندوه. Because the world, the life is passing, so don't be sad. Because never ever sadness won't remain forever. اگر طوفان و سیل آمد تو کشتی ساز و شو خود نو. If the weather is stormy and there is flood, you should be prophet Nuh yourself and make a ship yourself. دل ما در زمین دارد حرارت با فشاری خاص. برای این بود کانجا شود کربن نکو الماس. The heart of our motherland earth has a lot of heat and pressure. This is the reason because on the heart of the earth carbon becomes diamond. I believe that in Pakistan many people like Iranians love Imam Reza. No matter what is the religion, Imam Reza is respectful and love of everyone. So I want to read a poetry about Imam Reza.
With translation as well?
Yes, of course. But first I will read it for you and then I will translate some parts. طبیبی می شناسم در خراسان که نوبت می دهد بر دل شکسته. طبیبی می شناسم در خراسان که نوبت می دهد بر دل شکسته. نکرده ناامید هرگز کسی را رود نزدش هر آن که گشته خسته. طبیبی مهربان و از مدینه، طبیبی بی توقع بی هزینه، طبیبی که ندارد هیچ امکان زند یک دست رد بر روی سینه. دلم پر زد در آن صحن و سرایش، خدا داند چه دلتنگم برایش. تمامی وجود بس حقیرم زند هر ثانیه هر دم صدایش. به فریادم برس یار و حبیبم، دوا کن درد قلبم را طبیبم. بده اذنی بیایم من زیارت، به جان مادرت من هم غریبم. تو را سوگند بر جان جوادت، بگو بر دل که من دادم مرادت. علا بر طرز گلهای بهاری، شود بر دیده ام منت گذاری. بگردم خادمت گرچه که دانم که از من را نیز داری. برایم خدمت تو افتخار است، ز عشق پاکتان در دل بهار است. علی موسر رضا جان یبن زهرا، شود بینم دوباره مشهدت را. اگر پرسند دین و مذهب را، بگویم مسلم و یک شیعه هستم که مدت هاست این جان و دلم را به معصومین شهان دین ببستم. This is my poetry about Imam Reza that in Iran in one of the religious poetry matches became the first in the country. And also it's published in my poetry book with the name of Bluer Than Sky. طبیبی می شناسم در خراسان. I know a doctor in Khorasan province of Iran, that is the province of Mashhad. که نوبت می دهد بر دل شکسته. Who gives time to everyone who is heartbroken. طبیبی می شناسم در خراسان که نوبت می دهد بر دل شکسته. نکرده ناامید هرگز کسی را، رود نزدش هر آن که گشته خسته. He never made anyone hopeless. Everyone who goes to him is heartbroken and tired. طبیبی مهربان و از مدینه، طبیبی بی توقع بی هزینه. A doctor that is very kind from the city of Medina or Yathrib in Saudi Arabia. طبیبی بی توقع بی هزینه. A doctor that has never any expectation of you and is free of the charges. طبیبی که ندارد هیچ امکان زند یک دست رد بر روی سینه. A doctor who it's impossible to say one answer of no to anyone. دلم پر زد در آن صحن و سرایش، خدا داند چه دلتنگم برایش. My heart flew into his graveyard, into his shrine yard, and just God knew that how I miss him. تمامی وجود بس حقیرم زند هر ثانیه هر دم صدایش. All of my heart and my body is calling him every moment, every second, and every breath. به فریادم برس یار و حبیبم، دوا کن درد قلبم را طبیبم. Please listen my shoutings, my love, my friend. Cure and treat the pain of my heart. بده اذنی بیایم من زیارت، به جان مادرت من هم قریبم. Please let me, give me the permission to come for your ziyarat. I swear to your mother Hazar Zahra that I am stranger, I am qarib also. تو را سوگند بر جان جوادت، بگو بر دل که من دادم مرادت. I swear you to your son Imam Jawad that tell me you gave the murad or the wish of my heart. علا بر طرز گلهای بهاری، شود روزی مرا در صحنه تاری. Can you listen me, a person who is better than the flowers of the spring? Is it possible to bring me in your holy shrine one day? بگردم خادمت گرچه که دانم که از من برترش را نیز داری. I want to be your helper and servant, although I know you have better people than me. برایم خدمت تو افتخار است، ز عشق پاکتان در دل بهار است. For me, being your servant and helper is a proud, and in my heart always there is a spring from your love. This was the main parts of the poetry.
Thank you, Darya.
You're welcome.
Now I would like to request you for a story from Rumi.
One of the most favorite stories that I have in Masnavi of Maulana is the story of parrot and shopkeeper. Actually, many people do something when they are angry or when they are in a hurry or when they are judging. So after just some seconds and moments, they regret about it so much. And this story is teaching us to never make decision in the first times that something happens. There was a shopkeeper and seller who had a parrot, and his parrot was very lovely. Whoever came to his shop, he was actually sending the parrot to tell them welcome. And the parrot was saying, hello, welcome to our shop, how can we help you? And these sentences to the people who were coming to the shop. One day, the shopkeeper brings oils for selling in the shop. And after putting the oils bottles that they were from the glass in the shop, he went out. After he came back, he saw that the parrot was flying so much in the shop and all of the bottles of oil broken, and the guilty actually is the parrot. He became so angry and he beat the head of the parrot with his hand. The parrot became depressed and all of his hair on the head, beard hairs, they just fall down. And the shopkeeper saw that his parrot doesn't have any wings more. So then he became so sad of what he did, and he said that my parrot was more valuable, was more important to me than the oil bottles. I could bring other oil bottles to sell, and why did I do that? The shopkeeper was waiting for a long while that his parrot start having wings again and start talking again, but his parrot never ever could talk anymore. Sometimes we do something and we should see the result of it for the whole and for the rest of our life. So we should be careful about everything. The heart is like a glass. When you drink a water, if you just fill down the glass, you can't drink water from that glass anymore else. So be careful to never break the heart of anyone, never hurt anyone. This is very important. All the time be kind to everyone, to humans, to birds, to animals, to ourselves, to our families and friends.
Thank you, Darya. Now I will request you to kindly tell us about Shahnameh and Firdousi. I think that Shahnameh and Firdousi is very close to your heart.
Yes, actually my favorite classic poet is Ferdousi, because what he did for Persian language literature was amazing. He says himself, بسی رنج بردم در این سالسی بدین زنده کردم من این فارسی. He's saying that I suffered 30 years for this book to let Persian language be alive. And Shahnameh is one of the most important poetry books of Persian literature, which we have Shahnameh Pajou, Shahnameh researchers all over the world in the famous universities, that their topic of study is just Shahnameh. And Shahnameh actually, what's the meaning of Shah? You know, it means king. It's the same in Urdu and Persian. And Nameh means letter. So Shahnameh is the letter of kings and heroes. And Shahnameh has stories and mythologies of Iranian ancient histories. It's reality and imagination together. And we have very famous heroes like Rustam and Sohrab, Giv, Bijan, and many others in Shahnameh. And I believe that Shahnameh is not just stories to listen to them and enjoy. Shahnameh is the book of life. You can actually learn a lot of lessons from Shahnameh and Firdousi in these stories. One of the most important things that Firdousi let us know in Shahnameh is respecting to parents. Every story is showing that you should be careful about your parents, you should respect them, you don't talk to them badly. And the other thing that Shahnameh all the time is saying is that God is the only one, and if you do something to fight with God, you will be the person who regrets, and the God will be the winner forever. So there are a lot of lessons of Shahnameh, and as a Persian language native speaker, I'm saying that a Persian native speaker who didn't read Shahnameh, it looks like that he or she didn't read anything of Persian literature. So I suggest you to start reading Shahnameh, and I will tell you a story that is very interesting for me in Shahnameh. We have a very famous hero in Shahnameh, his name is Rustam. He was the hope of Iranians. Whenever in Iran was the fights, he was the person who was going and winning in the fights, and he was the reason of Iran's life at that time that he were alive. Once, actually, he had a very special horse. His horse name was Raksh, and Raksh was very special, very big horse that he helped the horse to grow since childhood. So one day when he was going to hunting in the fields and green lands of Iran, suddenly he slept, and he saw that his horse is not with him after waking up. He was searching so much and he couldn't find, so he went to the enemy country's land, that in the Shahnameh's name is Turan. After entering Turan, he understands that the king of Turan's soldiers took his horse to the palace of the king, and they actually stole it, and his horse is now in the horses of the palace. So he went to the king's palace and says that, you know, that it's me, Rustam. All over the world knows me. If you give me my horse as soon as possible, then you will be alive, and I won't do anything with you and your country. But if you don't give my horse back to me, that my horse is so dear and important to me, so I will fight with you till I kill you and your soldiers, and I just get your country and add it to Iran's lands. So the king that knew that who Rustam is afraid so much, and said that not only I will give you your horse, but also I will give you some of my special horse as a gift also. And just be relaxed, stay with us tonight, eat something, drink something, rest for a while, because you came a far way for your horse. Then tomorrow I will give you your horse back and you can go. After that, Rostam see the daughter of the king, Miss Tahmina, and he fall in love with her. He's actually found his beloved and they got married secretly at that time. And in the next day, Rostam got his horse from his father-in-law actually, and because they were enemy countries, Iran and Turan, so Rostam says to Tahmina that my love and my dear wife, I can't stay in your country because I'm an Iranian and my country needs me. I will go back to my country, but if we will have a child, please take this pony, and if our child will be girl, use this pony for her hair, and if our child will be son, use this pony for his arms. And at that time, whenever I see him, I understand that he is my son or she is my daughter. So then after Rostam's leaving, Tahmina understood that she is pregnant, and after 9 months, a baby actually born that was very beautiful and very strong, even in the baby ages, like his father Rostam. And his mother was saying that your father is in Iran, but his mother didn't say that. What's your father's name actually? I mean, he said that your father's name is Rostam, but he didn't know that how his father looked like. But his grandfather wanted his grandson to go and kill his father and get Iran for himself. So he was trying to send him with a lot of soldiers to Iran. And he also sent some of his soldiers and said that never ever let Sohrab is the Rostam and Tahmina's son, never ever let him understand who is his father. Sohrab should kill his father because he is younger than his father. He is also a hero like him. So if they fight together, of course Sohrab will be the winner. The soldiers go to Iran. In the first fight, one of the kings of an Iranian city has a very beautiful daughter. After she understood that Sohrab is getting the palace and wants to kill her father, she goes to fight with Sohrab, and she was also very, very strong that Sohrab got shocked that how that person is an amazing fighter. But suddenly when they were fighting, the hat that is special for fighting fell down from her hair, and she has hair like Rapunzel, Iranian Rapunzel. So Sohrab also fell in love with her, but her name was Gorda Farid. Gorda Farid actually means the mother of hero, a mother who can create heroes actually. So Gorda Farid didn't let Sohrab to look at her more, and while she was so angry, she ran with her horse and went back to the palace. After that, the war of Rostam and Sohrab starts. Actually, Sohrab was more stronger and younger than Rostam, but Rostam with some cheatings can beat him, unfortunately. And something in their heart was saying that don't kill each other, don't fight each other, you are loving each other. But any one of them didn't listen to his heart. And after that, when Sohrab is dying, Rostam sees the pony on his arms and he starts crying that I didn't know that you are my son. If I knew that, I would never fight with you. I was waiting for you for many years. And Sohrab says that something in my heart was saying that you are my father. I don't know why I was loving you. I didn't know why, but I was loving you. But this is what our life wanted for us actually. So don't be sad, and this is my life story's ending. And Rostam sent a message very fastly to the king of Iran, Kekabus at that time, that please give the medicine, like medicals that you have in your palace, and they are very important, they are very useful for illnesses, so I can cure my son. But because the king of Iran was thinking that this son is the enemy of Iran, he didn't do it and he sent it after Sohrab's died. So we have an Iranian expression, نوش بعد از مرگ سهراب آورده‌ای. We say this expression when we want to say that someone did something after the time passed. For example, I ask you do something for me. For example, I'm ill, I need your help, but after my dying you come to help me. In this time we say that نوشدارو بعد از مرگ سهراب آورده‌ای. And Shahnameh wants to say that sometimes we should listen to what our heart is saying us. If they were listening to what their heart were saying them, they never fight to each other, and Rostam would never kill his son. This is just one of the so sad and crying and full of lessons stories of Shahnameh that you should read it of course yourself, but there are lots of stories like that. Shahnameh is the book of life, the book of love, the book of fight, the book of heroes, and so on. So I suggest you know, Shahnameh made Persian language alive, and in this Persian book there are not lots of Arabic words. Most of the words are from Persian and Pahlavi language, and even there are some historical realities in this book. So I suggest you to start reading and having researches on Shahnameh very soon.
Thank you, Darya. One more question. Earlier we discussed that the meeting of the poet Firdousi, who wrote Shahnameh, and Shah Mahmud Ghaznavi. Would you like to narrate that incident for us?
Yes. Actually, in Persian, we have an expression, we have an idiom which says Shahnameh آخرش خوشه. It means that the end of the Shahnameh is nice. Why we are saying that? All of Shahnameh actually is nice, but in the first, after when Shahnameh Firdousi starts to write Shahnameh, after poetries about Prophet Muhammad and God, he starts saying good poetries, writing good poetries about Sultan Mahmud Ghaznavi. And he says that Sultan Mahmud is a good king, his heart is like a sea, ocean, blah blah blah. But he had actually the hope, because at that time many poets were working in the darbar of Sultan Mahmud Ghaznavi. Actually Firdousi was hopeful, so after finishing this book, if he give one of his books as a gift to Sultan Mahmud, he will make Firdousi rich because of this amazing work that he done. But after finishing Shahnameh, when Firdousi gave this book to Sultan Mahmud, he actually didn't, I don't know why, but he didn't pay attention to Firdousi's book. There are lots of reasons that the different historians are saying about it, but any of them was not actually reasonable for me. And after that, Sultan Mahmud didn't give any gift to Firdousi and made him heartbroken and hopeless. Because you know what Firdousi did even was better than the poets who were working in his darbar. They were just saying good things about Sultan Mahmud, but Firdousi did a great job in Iranian literature, mythology and history. So then Firdousi writes some other poetries about Sultan Mahmud Ghaznavi's badness at the end of the Shahnameh that are available in some of the versions of Shahnameh. So we say when we read the first poetries about the goodness of Sultan Mahmud, the positive points of Sultan Mahmud, we say Shahnameh آخرش خوشه. It means look at the end of Shahnameh also. And sometimes when we don't know the result of something, we use this expression in Persian.
That's like nice thing. Would like to, Darya, you know, you narrate one poem of yours, like Rich and the Poor.
Yes.
I want you to listen that one.
Yes, of course.
You want to like speak with translation actually.
Okay. یکی واسه درسش از مامان یه بوسی میگیره، اون یکی از افت خود دبیر خصوصی میگیره. یکی بس که میخوره نقرس و چاقی میگیره، اون یکی فقط زیارانه سراغی میگیره. یکی با ثروت خود خرج اضافی میکنه، اون یکی برای خرجش قالیبافی میکنه. یکی واسه تعطیلات تو ویلای شمالشه، اون یکی دیدن دریای شمال خیالشه. یکی با بنز و پژو پراد میره تو خیابون، اون یکی پیاده میره به زیر برف و بارون. یکی هم تو کمدش لباس و انبار میکنه، اون یکی واسه یه دست لباس داره کار میکنه. خدا جون دلم میخواد هیچ کسی آواره نشه، یکی که پول داره سربره یه بیچاره نشه. It's saying someone just get a kiss from his or her mother for study and he or she is poor but he or she is successful. But the another one has personal teachers because he or she can't be successful although they are very rich. Someone needs one pair of shoes or one clothes or a dress and he or she is working so hard to earn money for buying clothes. But the another one is buying clothes every day and just put them in the closet without using. Someone goes to the streets and wherever wants to visit with special looks cars like Benz, like Peugeot and many others. But some poor people are walking under the rain and snow and the hot and cold weather. And actually someone is paying money without thinking why he is paying money, what's his reason, what he wants to do with his money. But someone actually works so hard making Iranian carpets to earn money. And at the end I'm saying that in this poetry that I want my God to help poor people to be successful, and I don't want that any bad rich person, egotistical and proud person annoy poor people. So there is also another poetry about my city Shahreza. It's very short. I would love to read it for you too.
For sure, why not?
من دوست دارم ولات ما با این که گرم و خشک است، منم دماش به دنیا آنم دماش به هوشک است. من دوست دارم باغاشا شارزا و چاغاشا، انار انگور درد سفال کاچن جور درد، دارابی درد آگلدون بر تو دالو خونادون، خیابوناش تمیز است حلواگزیش لذیذ است، قمشه من خوشگل است آپر سفالا گل است، مجسماشم گچی وقت بیا ماتل چیچی. Actually saying من دوست دارم ولات ما is I love my city با این که گرم و خشک است although it's sometimes hot and dry. منم دمش به دنیا آنم دمش به هوشک است. I don't give it to the world, I don't give it to anyone. من دوست دارم باغاشا شارزا و چاغاشا. I love my city's gardens and the areas like Shareza and Chaga in my city. انار انگور دارد سفال کاچن جور دارد. It has pomegranate and grapes and different kinds of potteries. دارابی دارد آگلدون بر تو دالون خونادون. It has pottery dishes for your homes. مجسماشم گچی وقت بیا ماتل چیچی. Its statues are very famous. What are you waiting to visit this city? And another one that I love it so much in this poetry is قمشه من خوشگل است آپر سفالا گل است. My city is very beautiful with the smell of pottery, incense and darts. And the last bait actually is this one. حلواگزیش لذیذ است خوشگل است تمیز است. It means that actually halwa, I think we have it in Pakistan also, but we have a special sweet of halwa in my city Shahreza that is with the gas sweet of Isfahan. And when you come to Iran, to my city, you will try it and understand that why I'm saying that this halwa gazi is delicious. Okay, so you have your own home and family and you are invited to come to Iran, Isfahan and Shahreza whenever you like.
बहुत शुक्रिया. दूसरा थोड़ा सा ये बता दें कि कैसा लगा पाकिस्तान स्मॉल लाइक शॉर्ट और कहाँ गए कैसे गए पाकिस्तान में?
ठीक है, मैं उर्दू को बहुत प्यार करती हूँ, बहुत प्रैक्टिस और बहुत कोशिश करती हूँ, लेकिन मैं उर्दू बहुत अच्छा नहीं है और मैं पाकिस्तान को बहुत पसंद कर रही हूँ क्योंकि पाकिस्तान बहुत खूबसूरत मुल्क है, बहुत अच्छा सरजमीन है और पाकिस्तानी बहुत मेहमान नवाज है, बहुत मेहरबान है. बहुत शुक्रिया अजरकुम अल्लाह. और मैं तफ्तान बॉर्डर से जाऊँगी, तफ्तान से कोयटा से कराची से मोहब्बत देरो जतोई मोहनजोदारो और लारगाना से ظاہر پیر اور چاشنا شریف سے ملتان سے بہاولپور سے بہاول نگر سے فیصل آباد سے پشاور سے اسلام آباد سے لاہور اور لاہور سے انڈیا امرتسر اور اللہ حافظ ٹو پاکستان although it's very difficult کیونکہ پاکستان میرے عشق ہے.